Last time, on Taverns and Caverns, the Purest Fire decided to explore what Hinagata Keep had to offer with its goods and surrounding merchants. While they shopped around for goods, Roroi thought it would be beneficial to ask the Shamaran alchemists about the stones he retrieved from Tane Fortress. The group also met with Lord Oshira to discuss more details about what happened at the Amuo ruins. The party must now seek out Mizuno Amari, who happens to also be nearby, so that they can be debriefed on the next mission at hand. It'll be a while before I can return to the front lines to defend my land from the Koldarians. My defeat against General Ranak was only a setback. I shall have my vengeance in the name of my fallen comrades. I, Ashinoruri, will return to the battlefield. Episode 89, Troubling Faith. And Omo begins to walk you guys out of the fortress towards many of the tents and whatnot. And as you're walking, he's just, I heard little things about what happened in the Miwa ruins, also at Tane Fortress.
What are they saying about us?
Nothing bad. All I'm saying is, I heard a lot of bad things happened. I am very happy you did not die. I am very sad, though, that Ashina lost her arm. She is never going to be the same again.
Being a warrior is about heart.
This is true. Omug understands heart. I do not think this will make Ashinoruri stop fighting. I think this will make her more determined, if anything.
She'll find some way to behead something. Don't you worry.
Oh, did she do beheading while you met her? She is my friend. I did tell you that, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She cut someone's head off and she hit that shit like a baseball.
Oh, she likes to do that. Did you guys ever get to see her really crazy side where she just starts stabbing people?
Yes,
I thought that was her normal side.
I mean, yes and no. When she's
Her true side.
her normal side is, stabby. Her crazy side is stabby. And the side you really don't want to see is stabby times 10.
I'm pretty sure we saw all of them. She kept on.
Well, she is doing okay from what I hear. She is currently healing up. She is currently being, kind of distant, but that is understandable. I'm sure you will speak with her again soon.
I feel bad for her. She misses me.
Most certainly does not miss you.
You're delusional.
Why does she miss you, Houta?
She doesn't.
Why is
I'd be
Houta?
happier if she never saw Houta again.
Why is Houta saying nonsense?
Because it's Houta.
He's trying to manifest a relationship,
Oh,
but it's
Houta.
detrimental to his mental health, and I hate to see him this way.
Fair enough. I guess I'll move on. What's Mizuno doing?
Uh-oh.
She is busy
Doesn't
doing
want
her
you
thing.
either.
You're gonna teleport your ass somewhere.
Fair enough.
Omug takes you guys to the Cook. It's a small restaurant that's outdoors, and you're able to order whatever type of
It's not that
food
damn
you
monkey
wish.
again, is it?
No, it's not. It is not. It's an orc, and he's got this apron on. He's got this chef's hat. He's got these knives. He's cutting up some fish, and he makes you guys whatever you want. And Omug sits down as you guys have a conversation over some dim sum, some sushi, whatever you want. Omug looks around as he's snacking on this food. This is very yummy. Because Omug, remember last time we spoke, Omug said he had to go join another team of purifiers. Well, unfortunately,
Yes.
with everything that has happened, Ashinoruri
Did
was...
they die?
No, I actually did
Oh.
not meet them yet. After everything that happened, Ashinoruri was supposed to come back. She's actually one of Mizuno Amari's personal guards and also good friend of Mizuno Amari. Mizuno Amari has requested I be her personal guard for now, which is okay because Omug and Mizuno Amari are really good friends too. So I am not going to be able to join you in any future missions, at least for now. I was hoping maybe I'd join you again, but Mizuno Amari needs Omug to protect.
Did Ryan do that on purpose?
I see what he's doing.
Omug does not know this Ryan. Why would
Yeah, I
Ryan
bet he
do it on
doesn't.
purpose?
What do you mean you don't know Ryan? You better get to knowing Ryan. What?
Omug does
Ryan
not
got
know what you're
ideas
talking
from
about.
the D&D movie. I don't like it.
Oh, please no.
Well, I do not know, but maybe in future Omug gets to team up with you again. I have to protect the head priestess of Kaori Shrine now that Ashino Ruri is decommissioned for now.
Yeah, how
Hinagata is
convenient.
gonna come back very strong. Don't worry.
Oh, I am sure she will. She'll be even more angry.
True.
Maybe. Hey, cook. You do know how to make an orcish hibachi?
The orc looks at you.
An orcish hibachi. Of course I do. You want one?
Oh, absolutely. With the brown rice, please.
Brown rice? What the fuck?
Ah, that's how we made it.
Alright, whatever. I'll get you some brown rice.
Judging you.
That's how we made it in Kogo, alright?
Okay, well, I ain't from Koga.
Kogu.
Kogu!
You don't even care about how it's pronounced.
I noticed.
So really quick, actually, while we're doing this, I did add a couple of things to your guys' Roll20. If you go to your journals where you technically see like your character sheets,
Mhm.
I've added allies. You can open up ally pages, and there's a updated map of Ashai. So if you guys ever need the map of Ashai, that's the final map.
Okay.
So if you look at the map, that is everything that's been finalized. I've recently finished.
Awesome.
So if you ever need to reference the map, it's there for you. If you ever want to look at your allies and a little bit of info, you should have access to that. Can you guys see the allies?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right, cool. So the orc does not. He does get you the orcish hibachi that you have requested, and it is delicious.
Oh, that's good.
Of
That's
course
all
it is. I made it.
That's edible.
Screw you.
Do you have anything with shrimp, sir?
Of course I do.
Hmm.
You want
I'll-
shrimp?
I'll take a hibachi with shrimp, please.
All right, hibachi with shrimp coming right up.
I'll take a poor man's BLT, please.
A what?
A poor man's BLT.
He looks at the rest of you because obviously he is from Ashai, just like all of you except for Stella.
What is a poor man's BLT? I'm not from Tirister.
Bread, lettuce, tomato. Trying to
Wow.
trim up. Get in shape.
They don't have
Bread.
that wrong.
Bread, lettuce, and tomato. Oh, okay, I can do
The
that.
bee.
Put the bacon on the side, actually. I'll put it in my pocket. And she starts doing push-ups.
Oh,
Renak hurt her pride.
she is mad, isn't she?
She's been through a lot.
Let me roll to see how these push-ups looking. Trash. Performance. My arm's shaking like a motherfucker.
Sweating. Well, he's able to get you all the food that you want, and everyone has food that is divine. It is food you haven't had that tastes this good in quite some time. Better than your pocket bacon.
Absolutely.
And
But don't
She got
hate
new
the
pocket bacon now.
yeah.
Mhm.
And Omug, as he's eating with you, he goes, I kind of have an idea of where you're going for your next mission. It shouldn't be nearly as crazy as what you just went through. It should be a nice little break for you.
Does it look like I need a break? And Stella's sweating on the ground with her stomach out.
You look like your arm is struggling a little bit there, Miss Bogenheim.
Shut up, Omug.
Oh, yes, Stella. That is okay. You get stronger, and we will all defeat General Anak together.
Oh, he will get his.
Although things are getting pretty serious now, though. Apparently, many of the Shimaran troops are being summoned here on the Western Front with everything going on. This is not good. Not
Summoned?
good at all.
Summon where? Where are they going?
Many of them are going to try and take back Amiwa ruins. That's the bad vantage point for us, because that makes the soldiers on the western border surrounded, pincered attacked. We cannot have that. We cannot lose on the
cannot.
borders. The
Well,
borders
cannot
are very
have that.
important.
Well, I hope they have a lot of men.
Somewhere in Tirister. Oh, we cannot have that. We cannot.
See,
This
slipping
wig
it
is not
over.
right. Yeah. As Rogar is looking at himself in the mirror wearing one of the wigs that Damien has provided. This is good. Oh, Damien knows all about the wigs. Meanwhile,
Changing.
but Omog understands we are at war. This is not good, though. But you are not going to be anywhere near the western border on next mission. You're going closer to Mazugro. It should not be as scary. Yaksha may be still scary, but not nearly as scary as apparently Yaksha at Amiwa Ruins. Tell Omog what kind of Yaksha you fight. You fight many things. Omog wants to know.
Well, damn, I don't think we can even speak with Omug on some of this.
Yes, you can. So
Not if he's gonna keep abandoning us. You want to know what's going on in this power? It is take two. You want to know what's going on in this party? You need to come for the journey.
Omog would come for journey if Omog could, but I am also purifier and I have to take orders just like you.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Listen, if Omog can stay with you all the time, Omog would. Omog really likes Purest Fire. I am kind of part of Purest Fire. I am like the attachment on the side. I am like accessory, you know, like Ken to Barbie. I am like your accessory. I show up from time to time.
Oh, you saw that movie trailer, did you? Anyway, have you heard of a Yaksha snapping turtle?
Yaksha snapping turtle. I have not seen one, I do not think, but I can kind of envision one, yes?
Well, he kind of nudges, he kind of points under the table where he has that head stashed. Oh, I have a little souvenir.
Omug looks under the table.
Yep. He kicks the head. Oh, I took a souvenir from it. It's head.
You brought that to dinner?
Oh, of course. Where else would I put it?
Enough.
I'm done eating.
Omug is shocked. That head is big. Was he as big as Omug?
It might even be bigger.
Omug would have loved to fight this with you. Omug would have wrestled, man. Maybe slam him. You know, like in the wrestling pits. Omug jump off top rope.
Well, to be fair, we whooped this thing's ass. We didn't even need your help.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that is good to know. See, you are getting stronger, yes?
We got lucky.
No, we didn't.
Gave
We
us
surrounded his
confidence.
bitch ass.
False confidence.
Omug likes you. Take care of Yaksha. This is good. This is why you are Purest Fire.
I'll take a good look. I'm gonna burn the head a little later.
You might want to do that. It might get even more stinky. I can kind of smell it a little bit.
That's the smell of success.
Why are you carrying that thing around all the time?
You know, that's a good question. I was gonna sell it, but
Well, now we can't sell it.
yeah, I'm gonna burn it.
That might be a good idea. If it was Yaksha, you don't want it to come back to life somehow. You don't want Yaksha corruption to touch it. It might grow legs out of the head.
That was kind of what I was hoping for.
Why would you hope for that?
To see if it see if it was possible.
Why would you want to see if that is
We are not
possible?
scientists.
I want to know my enemies.
You
You're gonna
are
get us killed in our
crazy.
sleep.
Fine, I'll burn it after we're done feasting.
You might want to burn it. Omnikami would not be happy with you carrying that for so long.
Fair enough.
Seem to care that much. Oh, did we have it yet? When we met the deer god?
No, we ain't
No.
got it.
No, that was after. Well, the food was yummy. In Omug points right next to the stall you guys were at. A couple tents down, Roroi. They sell shields if you want to go buy one. But I'm going to stay here, keep eating with everybody.
Yeah, I'm no longer hungry. I will go down and grab a shield.
All right. So as you go down, the rest of you stay with Omug.
Mhm.
Okay. Roy doesn't go very far. Roy, as you come across the tent, a couple tents down, it's the same monkey Yeki standing there.
Mhm.
He's counting his gold still.
Don't tell him anything.
Don't worry, Roroi learned his lesson the first time.
As you come up to him, he looks up at you.
Hey there.
Hello.
How can I help you?
I was seeing if you have any shields for sale.
What kind of shield you looking for? You looking for a buckler, a wooden shield? You looking for a full steel shield? What kind of shield you looking for, buddy?
I thought about a buckler, but full shield might hinder my mobility a little bit. You know what? I'd better go with the full shield. My luck here lately.
Well, let me see what I have.
And give me one moment. And he steps back into his tent. You can see he's looking around.
I got a couple shields here that might help you. These shields. Now listen to me. These shields are pristine. Created by one of the best weapon and armor smiths here in Shimada. I got these from Miyosato's smithy. Have you ever heard of the great blacksmith Miyosato?
Have I heard of them?
Yes, that's the question I asked you. Did you not hear me?
Never heard of them.
He looks at you.
You've never heard of him.
No.
By the Omnikami. Where are you from?
Ina Isle.
Ina Isle of the Iwatsuni Isles. You've never heard of Miyosato's smithy? What do they teach you there at Iwatsuni Isles on this Ina Isle? You've never seen the works of Miyosato himself.
He must not be very good if I never heard of him.
Blasphemy! Don't I ever say that's again in my face.
Damn.
You can say it over there, but not his face.
He pulls out these shields.
Look at these shields. Pristine. Perfect. No errors.
He's going to expect them. See.
Make me an investigation. 14. As you're looking at these shields, all of them are indeed pristine. They have not one error of any kind on them. The steel metal plating that is used, along with the wood and whatever leather for the handles that's wrapped around parts of the shield, are all top quality. Something like this is extremely expensive to find. You can tell this is high quality equipment, but because of that, you know it's not going to cheap out on you when the time comes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying now, right? Pristine.
Yeah. Looks like I have a lot to learn.
You damn do if you don't know who Miyosato is. Because of that, I feel a little disrespected for Miyosato himself.
I'm sorry that I wasn't educated.
You damn fool.
Damn. He's the hype man.
Listen, I'll sell you this steel shield here. It's gonna cost you quite a bit.
How much?
I'm thinking 100 gold.
Okay. How much for two?
The hell you need two shields for?
Well, for a gift.
Oh, you're gonna buy a gift then. Tell you what, I would sell them 100 a pop. But if you buy them two, I'll give you them for 190. Save you 10 gold.
Sure. We'll go for that.
Good. Show me the gold, please.
He will hand over 190 gold.
He looks at that gold. He takes a bite of it to make sure it's real.
It's real.
All right. Shields are yours, buddy boy. Pleasure doing business with you. Now go learn your things about Miyosato's smithy. Might save your life one day.
Where's he located at?
Here in Shimada itself, to the northeast of here. Near Mishiki's barrier. You know where that's at?
Not really.
By the Omnikami.
I'm sorry I never left the island. This is my first time.
The hell you doing here?
I'm a smith myself and want to test some armor.
You want to test your armor out here fighting the Yaksha?
Yeah.
Fighting the Koldarians? Look at you, you young Thundercat. Think you're a badass. What are you, part of Nimwa's entourage now?
Who?
Nimwa. Do you not know the Omnikami?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I misheard. I'm sorry. Yes, I know Nimwa.
Who is he then?
The great tiger spirit, of course.
By the Omnikami, you're damn right he is.
Houta.
Get your ass out of here before you upset me even more. You're lucky I gave you a 10 gold discount.
Damn.
Thank you, sir.
It's that time again, adventurers. We have more breaking information just for you. So how many of you are either planning to or are currently working on your health and wellness? Do any of you find it difficult or even boring to do so? If so, then I've got just the pick-me-up to fuel your body and mind so that you can continue in on your adventures. Liquid IV is the category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier is the one product you're missing in your daily routine. So you're probably wondering, what do I love most about Liquid IV? Well, for one, it comes in convenient packaging that allows me to take it on the go. Not only can I bust it out at any moment, it makes me feel buffed and ready to take on any challenges that come my way. Think of it as a potion that helps increase your endurance. Who doesn't like being buffed? Just ask Rogar. Oh yes, I love being buffed. If you're someone who requires good taste, don't you worry. Liquid IV comes in plenty of different flavors that is guaranteed to quench your thirst. Tropical Punch, Watermelon, and Acai Berry are just a few of the flavors that you'll have access to. It contains 5 essential vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. Liquid IV believes that equitable access to clean and abundant water is the foundation of a healthier world. So what are you waiting for? Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code TavernsCaverns at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code TavernsCaverns at liquidiv.com. And now we continue our adventure.
And I'm sorry for the disrespect.
Disrespecting Miyamoto or Miyosato. This by the Omnikami.
Roroi does his walk of shame.
You pissed him off, man.
Omug sees Roy's walk of shame. Oh, what happened? Why you look like that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why you always look like you in shame, Roy?
I know. That shield looks great.
He hands the extra shield over to Yome.
Oh,
Thanks.
You ain't buying me nothing. You ain't buying none of us shit.
I made you some studded leather.
Got armor.
Yeah, I don't
made you
need it.
armor.
It was more of a barter, but you're right.
I'll try to make you some breastplate armor then.
That's more like it.
What was with that walk of shame? I know that shame look myself.
me too.
I've been to one of those brothels before.
Oh my!
I don't visit those type of places. I mean,
listen, I'm not going where you went. Don't
What?
you worry.
Yeah, where'd you go?
I just went to buy these shields and
What
yeah,
did he
apparently-
rip you off or something?
no, he
Then
didn't.
why are you sad?
You
got-
blabbed, didn't you? You just couldn't help it. You overshared. Was that it?
No. I just made him angry just because I didn't know certain armor and
What? That's his job to tell you about the armor.
He's a
You want to go cuss
gatekeeper.
him out? I'm fine.
That's not like you didn't like insult him about me assault or anything, did you? Did you?
he just looks down.
Oh, you didn't. Oh my goodness.
I didn't. I never heard of him.
You have never heard of Miyosato Smithy? The great
No.
He was
Miyosato?
7. He didn't know.
He
Oh
tried
my-
so hard.
Omug is shaking his head and folds his arms.
I know.
Damn.
Miyosato is one of the greatest Shimaran blacksmiths you can know, armorer. You know Omug is glaive? Omug's Naginata is made by Miyosato himself.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I just was never taught about him.
Listen, we don't have the best schools on the island.
Oh, it is beginning to show.
Damn.
Damn.
Yikes.
Ooh, that roast.
It is okay.
You're
Omug
not the only one in the
understands.
mood.
Omug understands. Well, now you have learned something. You got 2 shields, though. I guarantee those shields will save your life. Miyosato shield is very good shield. You know, It will last a very long time if you take care of it. It is not cheap shield that many people carry around. That is something to be proud of. How much did you pay?
190 for both.
That's a steal.
190 for both.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, you just shut up and take your verbal licking.
I was.
I bet you did. We gotta put some hair on your chest, man. Stop letting people walk all over you.
Okay.
Yes.
Damn.
Maybe take lessons from Omug. Omug walks over people, not the opposite. Omug will tell you and show you how you can tell people to fuck off.
I would appreciate that.
Yes. A little bit of hair there, a little bit of hair here. We will get you there, Roroi. It is okay. You did survive fighting General Ronak and you live to tell the tale. That is
Barely.
something. That is something not everyone can say. Most people cannot say it because they dead.
Fair enough.
You
Yeah,
didn't even
fair
lose an
enough.
arm.
Yes.
You shouldn't bring that up. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, can we go the rest of the night without talking about bitch ass Renak?
I am okay with this.
I'm
Well-
fair with that.
Well, now that everyone has eaten yummy food, I think it is time. Mizuno Amari waited long enough. Follow Omug. I take you to her. She wants to assign you your next mission.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
Follow Omug. And Omug walks off with you after he pays for your guys' food. And he takes you to a tent that is, it's not the end of the area. It's somewhat in the middle of where all the tents and wagons are. So she's fairly surrounded by other merchants and whatnot. But as you get to Mizuno Amari's tent, Omug stands there and he grabs open the opening of it and he opens the tent. I will wait out here. Make sure no one listens and I will guard. Go ahead. Mizuno Amari awaits you.
All right, thanks for getting the bell. Just gonna walk in.
Oh, you are welcome.
Yeah.
And as you enter the tent, it is decorated with several items and furniture that you would assume a shrine maiden or head priestess would surround herself with. It's like you guys are back at Kaori's shrine. There's several things inside this tent that remind you of Kaori's shrine when you went to visit that shrine. And as you enter Mizuno Amari, she is on her knees and she is lighting some candles. And as she turns her head, she looks at you and smiles. And she steps up and she's going to sit down on one of the chairs there. Ah, welcome back, Purifiers. Are you all well rested now?
Oh yeah, you miss us?
Can't say that I did, but I'm happy you all survived.
That's fair.
Can't say that you missed us.
I miss you either.
What? It's not
We're
like
going there.
I'm just glad you had her stand up before Houta could talk, because I was worried.
I think you should have been. That's fair.
I could hear his comment in my head. I was like, don't do it.
Don't do it.
It was a thought. That's all it was.
But as the four of you enter, she sits back down on one of her chairs, and there's a couple of stools for the rest of you to sit if you would like. And she just waves her hand. Would any of you like tea or anything? Please sit.
Please.
Yome grabs tea.
Yeah, so
does Roroi.
You got any ale to go in it?
unfortunately, we do not have ale here, Houta.
Ah, all right. I'll pass on tea.
Everyone make me perception checks, just for the hell of it.
Perception.
19.
Oh,
Damn, that's
20
20
for
Houta.
Houta, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say that everyone notices this except for Stella. Stella got a 6.
She's doing crunches.
Yeah. Houta with a nat 20. Houta's got 21. Roy's got a 19. Yomi's got an 18. As you all sit and begin to pour tea for, yourselves, Mizuno Amari is smiling at you as she's putting away some of the things while you guys are pouring your tea. But the three of you that rolled high perceptions, you all
see around you above, there are 4 people above you. So the tent isn't a normal tent. It's being held up obviously by some logs and some wood, but above you, the tent, there are beams that are being held. It's a fairly large tent because she has a lot of things in this tent. But on these beams, there are 4 people staring down at you. They're all in ninja attire, just staring down at you from the darkness up above. Do any of you say anything about it?
That's well. I keep your eyes to yourself.
Mizuno
I
Amari?
mean, it's not abnormal, right, for her?
No. You have a feeling it's probably her personal ninja, her personal guards. She waves her hand as she pulls out a fan. She begins to fan herself. Oh, don't worry about them. They're just my ninja, making sure that you don't potentially try to attack me.
Oh, we want to attack you.
You could possibly be spies or possibly be Koldarians who have taken the faces of my purifiers.
Ouch.
17, 19,
You think they would take the face of Houta?
19,
In order to use
20.
his name and face to gain information, you never know. Koldarians sound like they're desperate if they're making yaksha.
You got magic that can teleport people. You know what magic that can see through magic? I mean, you're much stronger than us.
She fans herself. Oh, of course, yes, but you never know. I always have my assassins ready to strike at any given moment. I am the head priestess of Kouroi Shrine, after all. But I didn't summon you to discuss my entourage of ninja. I've requested your presence because you are purifiers, and despite everything you've gone through, which I highly commend you on, what you all have gone through is something that not many people could have done, let alone coming back alive. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing back Ashinoruri in one piece. I am glad that she is still alive. Unfortunately, she is wounded, and she is refusing
Don't say it, Houta.
She's refusing to speak for the time being, but it is understandable. My friend has lost 2 close friends of hers and has seen a lot of tragic events happen. I'm sure that her emotional being is not sound at this time. But I can assure you she is well, for the most part. But I unfortunately do have another task that you all have to attend to for me. You are, at this current time, the most sufficient purifiers nearby that I can request to do this for. Don't worry, you'll be paid as normal. But I am definitely also going to request your assistance because you have information that you provided me that ties into this next mission of yours. Back when you first came to Kaori Shrine, after you left Tano Village, you provided my clerk at the Kaori Shrine with some evidence and information of things. So for the next mission, you're going to be heading north to a town near the Moritai's Maelstrom, a very dangerous place. For all you all know the Moritai's Maelstrom, that the Yaksha love to crawl out of there. And unfortunately, the town you're going to be visiting is one that is known as Miyazu. You all know of Miyazu. It's along the borders of Shimara and Mazuguro. Now, in Miyazu, there are some rumors that are troubling. Apparently, there have been reports that the Yaksha there, and again, to inform you, for those that may not know, such as Stella, who was from Tirister, land near Moritai's Maelstrom is known to be much more engulfed with Yaksha. Now, not to say that people can't protect themselves within these areas, but Miyazu particularly is known to have more Yaksha than most of the other places around Shimara. The reports I have gotten from my ninja have told me that the Yakshas have been dwindling considerably. High amounts. The rate is unheard of. And they're also telling me that there was a man that you all came across at one point before you came to Kaori Shrine. You had given my clerk a book. And she pulls out the book that you had given the clerk. This book here, this book of Rasslerism.
Girl.
Oh no.
Tell me you're not learning that.
What about it?
The clerk that you spoke to and you provided this to, he has informed me about this book. I have looked through this book. And she places it down onto the small little coffee table that all of your tea and stuff are on. This book. And she just shakes her head lightly. She looks disappointed. This book is one that does not belong here in the land of Ashai. This book is troubling. I don't care for what the gods and what the religions are in the land of Tirister. But here in Ashai, we follow the Omni Kami. Those are the gods that watch over our lands. Not the Octatic Divine, not the Heptatic Evils, and specifically not the god that this Wrestler Payne speaks of in his book. My ninja have told me and have reported that many of the Yaksha's disappearances are thanks to the one known as Wrestler Payne. You came across this so-called priest. I believe that many of the villagers in Miyazu called him the East Side Pope, the savior of Miyazu now. He has made a name of himself in Miyazu. But what is troubling, it is not that he is from Tirister or that he is even helping us vanquish the Yaksha. That I welcome. But he is vanquishing Yaksha at a rate that I have never even heard of in my life. And there is a bit of an issue with what I am hearing. I am hearing that he is converting people from the belief of the Omni Kami into this religion of his. Somewhat of a cult, if you ask me. From the looks of these books and this book that I have read through, one must renounce their old ways, their old beliefs in order to join this religion of Rasslerism. And as you all know, the Omni Kami see everything here in the lands of Ashai. To forego the belief of the Omni Kami is, let's have a deep breath. It is a crime. I need you all to go to this town of Miyazu. I need you all to investigate for me really what is happening there. Are the people of Miyazu really foregoing their belief in the Omni Kami and accepting this new religion? I need you to find out what he is doing in order to vanquish these Yaksha. I have a bad feeling about this. Now, this is going to be between us. This is not to leave your lips after you leave this tent. Do you understand me?
Roy.
I'm looking at Roy.
Now,
Is it?
What?
There's been another reason why I want you to investigate this man known as Wrestler Payne. And she opens up a small box that's near her. She pulls out a note. We received a letter not too long ago. Allow me to read this letter. And again, you are not to speak about this. This stays between us. Again, you are going to investigate Miyazu in the name of Mizuno Amari on behalf of the Purifiers. This is what the note reads. And she looks down at the note. And she begins to speak verbatim of what is on this note. To whomever this may concern. By the time this message reaches you, a man by the name of Wrestler Payne may have already set foot on the land of Ashai. He comes from Tirister and is known to be a con man who has used the recent events in the nation of Dorwyn to further glorify his self-made religion known as Rasslerism. My sources state that he has traveled with an entourage of clerics and paladins that have devoted themselves to his ways. I implore you to look out for this man. He is dangerous and is not to be taken lightly.
I believe that he hides many nefarious secrets regarding the powers in his faith. He is currently a wanted man in Dorwyn for falsifying his deeds of defeating a would-be demon lord by the name of Archibald de Darkmoor. He has also convinced many followers of the Octatic Divine to stray away from their faith, which ultimately led them to take darker paths in life. Please know that I have sent this message as a warning to both you and the people of Ashai. Signed, Avirus de Darkmoor. And she closes the letter back up. I don't know who this Avirus de Darkmoor is. Have you heard of this Avirus de Darkmoor, Stella? You are from Tirister, yes?
Yeah, I am. I mean,
Make
everybody that's anybody knows this bitch.
You wrote a
Oh,
24.
Lord.
You wrote a 24 on your history. So, Stella, you don't personally know of Virus de Darkmoor, but you know of the Darkmoor name. Obviously, the Darkmoors are well known in Tirister. Obviously, the sister runs a brewery. The brother was, rich beyond belief. The father was was a man that collected shitloads of treasure.
Now, I'm familiar. They don't hold a candle to the Bogenheims, but fiscally, we don't matter. But put us on the battlefield? I mean, not as I am now, but like if me and somebody that I won't name were a team, yeah. But
So you can confirm that this person that has sent this letter is indeed a real person.
yeah,
'Cause
rich, very lots of influence. But
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if I can trust Wrestler Payne. We came across him. He definitely don't seem like the type to have done all that shit himself.
They seem like an okay guy. In small doses.
Well, this is why I am asking you to investigate Miyazu and see what is going on. If Wrestler Payne is indeed as nefarious as the Avirus de Darkmoor says, I want you to find evidence of his evil deeds and how he is killing these Yaksha at such a fast pace. And I want you to also investigate how he is treating the people of Miyazu and why they are converting into his faith. This is not something to be taken lightly. If he is indeed a danger to the land of Ashai, I want you to bring him in, dead or alive. You have the right by Mizuno Amari, head priestess of Kori Shrine, to bring him in, dead or alive, as purifiers. However, before you do that, make sure you have the evidence. You understand me?
So you want the Purest Fires who attack Yaksha only to bring in a man, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, we saw him beat somebody's ass.
Like, it's not even our job.
It is now.
It is now, exactly. Thank you, Stella. You understood the assignment.
Yeah. It's like a good warm-up job before I go back to Renok with my new muscles.
Alright, fair enough.
It pays, Houta.
I'm
I
sure
thought you'd be
it'll-
all for it, Houta.
I ain't here to pay yet.
Yeah, I thought you were sus on him.
It will pay, and you never know. He might be doing vile things that's far worse than the Yaksha.
Matters not to me, so long as it pays money.
Well, there you go. You have it. That is your mission. Now, she pulls out an empty scroll, and she hands it to whoever's the closest. This scroll here, if you look at it, it is a blank scroll. The magical scroll. I want you to report your findings to me and update me on anything you find out about this Rastopane and what is going on in the town of Miyazu. Every time you write something in this scroll, it will appear on another scroll at Kaori Shrine. Think of it as a way of communication. Whatever you write on the scroll, I will see. Only use it to update me with the evidence and whatever information you can find. You understand?
Houta.
I understand.
Good. Now, unfortunately, because the soldiers of Shimada are occupied with the current events of what's happened,
thanks to General Ranak. Most of our soldiers are focused on that and are not going to be able to investigate this for me, which is, again, why I'm asking you to do it. Plus, there's always going to be Yaksha involved. So, purifiers will do their jobs when it is required. Unfortunately, I am not going to be able to teleport you exactly into this town. I can get you close enough through teleportation, but you're still going to have to travel a bit north from the location that I teleport you to. It'll be on the outskirts of Miyazu. It shouldn't be too far. But it will definitely save you a considerable amount of time. Do any of you have any questions before you are sent on to your next mission?
So it's only right to update, right?
Yes, right to update.
All right, fair enough.
About wrestler pain.
Right, not love
None
letters.
of your updates.
All right, fair enough.
I do have another question, not pertaining to the mission.
And that is?
As far as the teleportation circles, I was wondering if there are scrolls to teach someone how to use those. I had an idea, but it requires those, but not in such strength of use. Not for far distances, but little short ones.
You want to learn the ways of teleportation, my friend. Is that it?
Yeah.
I could probably whip up something, a little of a scroll or two for you to study off of. It's going to take some time, but consider it a reward for doing this job. How about that?
Thank you.
By the time you're done with this gig, I should have the scroll prepared for you. A simple scroll for a teleportation circle. That I can do. Anything else?
No.
No.
Good. Well, if that is the case, then off you go. And she's going to stand, and you see her place both hands together. I'm going to summon the teleportation. The portal, you will step through it. And you see she begins to chant a few words, and behind you all, a red aura of Arcana appears behind you, and there's a Torii gate that appears. Inside the Torii gate is the portal that opens. And as that happens, Omug sticks his head into the tent. Good luck, guys. I will see you when you get back. Please step through the portal, and it will take you onto the outskirts south of Miyazu. Shouldn't be too far to the north. Remember to travel north once you get there, though.
All right, old mug. Houta points at one of the ninjas. All right, y'all need some manners. Learn some before I get back. He's gonna step through.
As you step through, you guys see Houta vanish almost immediately. Do you all step through after him?
Stella puts both her hands up, each holding the peace sign. And just steps in.
The Mario pose.
Yep.
Mario World.
Mario pose. All right. So, with everyone stepping in, then I'm assuming you all find yourselves, as soon as you step through the portal, you find yourselves outside in what looks like a foresty-like area. It's not nearly as thick of a canopy or forest as Hirai Forest was. Much of the sunlight, because remember, it was about 10 a.m. when we started the day for you guys. So it's probably early, mid-afternoon now. Sunlight is beaming through many of the trees above, and it is bright as day in this small foresty area. But as you guys teleport there, you find yourself standing as the portal behind you closes, leaving the four of you by yourselves. Make me some perception checks as you guys step through this portal.
Yep.
Alrighty. 7. Ugh.
Oh,
Oh, a 3 by Houta. Yome with an 18. Yome's gonna hear this. Let me reveal the next map. And 15 perception for Bri. Stella. You guys see that map to the bottom, right where you guys are?
Yep.
Place your characters at the very bottom middle where I'm pinging. And go ahead and heal yourselves. Remember, you're fully healed. You have your spells, all your spells back, and everything. By the way, the shield that you bought, Roroi,
Uh-huh.
So those shields both provide you with an AC of a +2
Okay.
Nice.
if you're wielding the shield. So +2 to your AC if you have the shield. Yeah, so I'm gonna place your characters. Yeah, there you go. And go ahead and heal yourselves as well.
So, have you ever wanted to start your own podcast and just had no clue on where to begin? Fear not, for we at Taverns and Caverns are here to help you. Before we began the Taverns and Caverns podcast, we originally had a few members who wanted to learn the game of Dungeons and Dragons. With 3 of the 4 players being new to the game, we decided to make a podcast of it just for fun, and to possibly encourage others to try the game for themselves. Starting a podcast can seem daunting, but we're here to tell you that it can be simple with an all-in-one tool. It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Feel a sense of zen, knowing Zencastr's multi-layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. If you have thought about podcasting before and realized that you need a lot of different tools and services, those days are now over, my friend. With Zencastr's all-in-one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and distribute to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code TavernsCaverns, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experience as I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. And with that, let us continue our campaign.
So as you guys step through the portals, Yome and Stella hear this. The other 2 don't. You walk through the portal and you can hear some conversations in the distance. You're on a path in the middle of this small forest, and the path leading north, which is the direction you want to go. You guys can hear some talking in the distance. At least Yome and Stella can. And it sounds like some deep voices talking back and forth. Nothing isn't yelling by any means. It doesn't sound violent or aggressive. You just hear conversations in the north. And as you do so, not too far from the path that you're on, you can see there is a couple of huts off in the distance. What do you guys do?
Well, Houta doesn't hear shit, so.
Yeah.
Right.
We should be going into like a not dangerous area though, right?
Yeah. She's
Like,
teleported.
that's our-
Yeah, she teleported you to a fairly safe area. I mean, you're going to a town that's not supposed to be dangerous by any means.
Oh boy, I don't like the way you said that.
I know.
It's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I guess I'll walk. Well,
We don't hear anything. It's just voices.
Yeah. You just hear people talking. Now, don't pay attention to the map at this point. I'll tell you what happens on the map soon. But yeah, you just hear some people talking. It sounds like there's a group of people talking amongst themselves.
Everybody make it in one piece?
He's checking his pants, checking his shirt. Oh, I think I got everything.
Nice to see you didn't yak. All right.
Ain't the pagan.
Do we ask for directions or do we just...
Gotta head north, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just said head north.
There's a lot of north. I'm gonna talk to these people.
Voices? I was gonna say, do we see anybody?
yeah, we're the survival.
If you begin to walk northwards, you will see people, yes, which are the people on the map.
So we hear the people coming north or from the north.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Stella, you rolled a survival, 16. What are you doing with your survival?
I'm just trying to look at like how moss is growing on the trees, what side is north, all that, get a feel for everything.
So as you look around with your survival, you get a general idea that, you can hear some of the animals nearby, depending on, the birds and whatnot. But you can definitely tell that based off of how the trees around you and the environment is looking, you can tell that north is, exactly which direction is north. And that's where that sound is coming from with the people talking. It sounds like this pathway is a main path many people use. And you're on the outskirts of Miyazu, so it could potentially just be, villagers of Miyazu that live like further out of the village or the town. You're just not sure. But you don't see any like dangerous footprints or anything like that that might startle you by any means.
All right. Well,
Path is definitely a well-traveled path. Many people use this path. It's a main path. That much you can tell.
Let's get this show on the road.
and she just starts walking north.
Okay.
I'm with her. It's gonna lumber with her.
All right. Is everyone else walking with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something about teleportation makes me hungry.
So as you all continue northwards, the talking does get closer to you, and eventually you don't even have to roll for this. Eventually you guys come across a small little area opening in the woods, or this foresty area. You see there are a couple of small huts that look like little homes. There's some crates all around. There's some, farming that you notice. There's some horses inside of these wooden gates. So it looks like a small little area of just people that live here. But as you get closer, you see there are two of these. They look like standard Shimaran villagers just talking to these heavily armored clad individuals. There are 5 heavily armored individuals standing there talking to these 2 villagers. None of the weapons are drawn. You can see they have maces, longswords, shields. None of them seem aggressive. They're just having a conversation with the 2 groups. But there are the things about the 5 of these individuals. Make me perception checks or investigation checks to see if you can notice anything different about them.
Investigation. Wait. There we go. Forgot I gotta use my Whispers of the Dead.
All right, Yome with an 11 perception, Houta a 22 investigation. So
Do a perception.
Roroi with an 8 perception, and Stella with a 17. So Roroi, you just can tell they're in heavy armor. You just see them talking to the villagers. That's really all that you really can tell at this point in time as you're walking up. But Yome and Stella with the 11 and 17 perception, both of you can tell that the armor they're wearing resembled the armor of the people that followed Rastler Payne when you first met Rastler Payne. You guys can tell that these people are from Tirister. They are not dressed up, nor do they look like the people of Ashai. They're definitely wearing armor that is far different than Shimaran armor, or even Mazuguro or Poldar. If anything, the closest thing would be a Lorian armor to these guys. But you automatically are assuming they're part of Rastler's gang of people that came with him. But for Stella and Houta, because you both got a 22 and a 17, and Yome only got an 11, there is something you guys can see and hear as you get closer. And as you do get closer, one of the armored men look over at you, and he waves and smiles as you come their way. But the one that is standing in front of the other armored men, this one looks like he is much more heavily armored. He has a book in his hand, and you guys can see it's the Book of Rastlerism. And he is handing it to one of the villagers or one of the people there. You're assuming it's the people that own these huts out here in this forest. And they're taking it gladly. They're smiling. And as you come forward, the armored man that notices you walking, he waves over. Welcome, travelers. Come. Are you seeking to find yourselves in Miyazu?
Aye, well met.
And he walks up towards you. The other armored individuals look over towards you guys as well, and they all wave. The villagers wave at you too. The one that comes towards you, he just bows and said, "Hello, welcome. Where are you all heading to? Miyazu?"
Aye, we're heading to Miyazu. We're just taking a little trip.
Ah, good. Are you adventurers? Are you villagers? Are you from Miyazu?
No, we're just vacationing.
Ah, perfect time for vacation. The Yaksha's presence here around Miyazu has dwindled quite a bit, my friends. You're in for a wonderful vacation.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I wouldn't want to run into a Yaksha.
Well, speaking of the Yaksha, my friends and I, the ones in armor back there, we're currently looking for a particular Yaksha that has been spotted around these huts near these people's homes. We're looking to vanquish the Yaksha. If you do happen to spot the Yaksha, please be careful. It is a dangerous one. Please inform the closest cleric or paladin of Rastlerism that you find, and we will vanquish the Yaksha for you. But there is also a danger to you that is not just the Yaksha. There is a Yeki that has attacked the citizens of Miyazu. He is on the run. He is a tiger Yeki. People say that he is a monk, dangerous with his fists and his feet. He attacked the innocent people of Yeki, and we are also looking for him too. His name, if you do happen to come across him, is Toraki. Again, he is a tiger Yeki. You can't miss him. Not many tiger Yekis that live around here. He's wanted for attacking the people of Miyazu. So be very wary of that man. He is a danger just as much as the Yaksha.
Why would he attack people?
Right.
That is a good question. We're not sure. We want to hunt him down and figure that out. He has harmed quite a few people.
Well, what does this Yaksha look like?
The Yaksha that we're looking for. It is one that resembles, think of what is the animal? I'm trying to think of what I could the animals in Purest, or I don't know if they're the same as the ones here in Shy, but it resembles that of think of like the flying squirrels? You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
Think of a flying squirrel, except medium-sized. Very deadly.
Ooh.
It likes to hide in the trees with red eyes. If it spots you, if you spot it, I'm going to guarantee you it spotted you before you even notice that you've spotted it. I would be wary of the trees. It loves to hang around in the trees.
Got to know. So thank goodness we have you guys around.
You are more than welcome. We are clerics and paladins of Rastlerism. Might you know of us or have heard of us?
Oh, we've met Rastle Payne before. He was a nice guy.
Oh, you've met Rastler Payne yourselves. That is an honor. Rastler Payne is currently in Miyazu as we speak. He is doing quite the service for the people here and protecting them, keeping them safe from the Yaksha.
No way, really?
Oh, yes, way. And as you're speaking with this guy, one of the paladins, the one you're talking to is a cleric. The paladins are in much heavier armor. They look more intimidating. But one of the paladins does hear this conversation and enter Brother Faust. Rod.
Oh boy.
Please introduce your Brother Faust character.
Oh god, the one you were talking about.
Greetings.
This is Brother Faust. Brother Faust, these are travelers that are coming here to have a vacation in Miyazu.
Vacationers. You come to change your faith?
And we came to vacation. That's what we said.
Well, you can come and change your faith as well.
The cleric looks at you. Yes, many of the people here have converted to Rastlerism. Many of them believe that the Omni Kami has not done their due diligence in protecting them from the Yaksha. And that is why Rastler Payne and the clerics and paladins of Rastlerism have struck down and smited the Yaksha. But in order for us to fully dedicate ourselves to the people, they must believe in the faith of God. Isn't that right, Brother Faust?
Yes, this land is full of sin.
God damn it.
So, for you travelers, if you are interested, here. He hands over one of the books. We were just speaking with the villagers here, and Brother Faust was actually handing them one of our books, and they have long believed that the Omni Kami have been failing at protecting the Shy from the Yaksha. They have accepted
the Lord himself.
Did they? Well, hand that literature over.
He hands you the book. Brother Faust can attribute more of the conversation if need be. He is a paladin, a mighty one, a very powerful one. He has struck down many of the Yaksha already with his smites.
Did you?
Yes, I come in the power of a god, powered by his Holy Spirit.
How many have you killed?
Too many to count.
Fair enough. Well, it's good meeting you. Wanna get on the road?
Now, remember, the Yaksha that we spoke about, be wary of it. And as if that monk, Yeki, if you come across him, please inform us or any of the villagers. He is a wanted man. He has harmed people, and we don't want him to hurt you either.
I can see that.
And God be with you.
Yeah, and God be with us. Thank you. Let's go, family.
Stella's a little dead inside from this whole like conversation. It was just hard on her.
He grabs Stella's hand. Come on, let's move along. Let's get to Miyazu. Come now. Good day to you guys.
She's squeezing his hand really hard. She hates these guys.
The cleric points behind him to the north. Follow the main path. You'll reach Miyazu, I'd say, in about 25 minutes or so. It's not too far out. I would stay on the main path, though. It is dangerous out off the off-beaten path. Remember, keep your eyes above for the trees.
Okay. Shit. I mean, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for your kind warning.
And so do all four of you walk past them then? Continue to Miyazu?
Yeah.
So as you all four do walk past them, you guys can see and hear the conversation that the two villagers are having with one of the main paladins, not Brother Faust, but the other paladin that's there. And you can see as he's handing them that book, they're nodding and they have both of their hands in a prayer. And you can see the paladin just goes, "Forgo the way of the Omnikami and accept the Lord, for God is all that is righteous. He will smite down those that are evil in the lands of Ashai. All you must do is accept his love." And you see it.
Praise thee.
Shit. Crazy.
And you see the two villagers, they're bowing their heads and they're praying like they've been told. "And from this day forth, you will be protected by not only the paladins and clerics of Rastlerism, but by God himself. No evil shall ever lay their hands on you as long as you are under our protection. But in order to stay under the protection of us paladins and clerics of Rastlerism, you must continue to believe. Devote yourselves to God, and you shall forever live in the light." That's what you guys hear as you're walking past them.
Oh, what a swell guy. Makes me want to peel my ears off with a spoon.
So overbearing.
So can we kill them? Isn't that what she said?
We gotta get evidence first.
The Mizuno Amari particularly wants more information on Raslepane, not his disciples, but Raslepane.
Can't we just beat it out of him?
I mean, you have to find him first.
Mhm.
You don't want to attack them. I mean, they're being nice to you right now. You might piss off the people of Miyazu.
Right.
Are they being nice?
We're surrounded.
Put it this way: the people of Miyazu are liking these paladins and clerics. They're protecting them from Yaksha. So they're like, yeah. They're like, yeah, fuck that. We'll take
It's like Catholicism. Everyone likes it when they show up and give you a school, but then they make you bust the Bibles out.
Yeah, you see Houta playing ball. You see him playing ball. He's trying to get some information.
Yes, he was. But so you guys see and hear that as you're walking by. Remember, they warned you about the flying squirrel-like Yaksha as well as a tiger Yeki. Did I mention his name? I don't remember.
Toriyaki.
Toraki.
Yeah, Toraki.
Yeah, the tiger Yeki Toraki. He's a wanted man.
So I was saying dorayaki, which is those little pancakey things.
Doroyaki. No, Toraki is his name. So as you're leaving, the paladins and clerics, they are now praying with the two villagers there. You get the idea that these are just Miyazu citizens that just live on the outskirts. They're just further out from town. But you continue to follow that path north. It's about 25 minutes. You will reach Miyazu. And with you continuing traveling northwards, we will say that this will end this episode of Taverns and Caverns.
Bruh, I love Brother Faust, man. Sounds so
Bruh.
corrupt, grizzled.
Right.
Praise him.
Crazy.
Fucking, yeah, crazy. Had me dying, dude.
Thanks again for listening to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns, everyone. If you enjoyed our shenanigans, we ask that you please leave us ratings and reviews on Apple iTunes or any other podcast platform that you use. Also, please be sure to check out the Taverns and Caverns Patreon for exclusive content that you won't want to miss. You can find me on Twitter at HaphazardDM.
Yo, I'm Brad. I play Stella. And you can follow me on Twitter at Blaze_Nancy Bride King or NBK.
I am Robert Jones, and I played Houta Liu-bei. You can find me on YouTube, Trubone, Trubone.
I'm Felicia, and I play Yome. You can find me on Insta or Twitter at daggertribal.
I'm Rodimus, playing Roroi Royce. You can find me on Twitter at Rodimus7901 or at Instagram at Rodimus83.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Those are all of our players and our cast members for Taverns and Caverns Season 2. Until next time, take care.